All right, I don't know why my either it's my phone or my headphones, but I don't know why my music keeps cutting out, and it's starting to drive me nuts. I mean, it won't completely quit playing the songs, but it's like it'll cut out like every 10 seconds, just enough to kind of annoy me. Oh fuck, that's driving me crazy. Well, at any rate, it's Easter Sunday, and I can't think of any better way to celebrate Easter than getting the day started in the fucking gym. Um, I have what I think is gonna be a nice, at least short term. I mean, I don't know, fuck, it might be long term, but a short term solution to my Sunday training because a lot of times I'd come in here on Sunday and just kind of like I would have a general idea. Most Sundays I'd hit shoulders and back, but it was I don't know. There was just something about it I didn't like because I just trained shoulders on Friday 2 days ago, and then 2 days from now I have to train back again. So it was kind of I don't know. I just didn't like the way it was all tied together, you know. So I think I have a solution. So what I'm gonna do for the near future, at least, we'll give it a good 3 or 4 weeks and kind of see if I like it. But basically, I think today is going to be 80% mainly just back. And what I'm going to do is every single exercise I do, it's all going to be some kind of rowing. Well, yeah, some kind of rowing motion. So obviously, I'm going to start here and then I'll move to maybe, if I can, maybe some cable rows. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about. Just all rowing stuff. No pull downs, no pull ups, none of that shit. Probably, like I said, I'll do 3 exercises, 3 sets. And then I might finish with a little bit of shoulders just because if I don't do them today, even though I did them Friday, um, if I don't do any today, I'm not going to hit shoulders at all this week. So I might just do like one exercise, do 4 or 5 sets, a lot of volume just to get the shoulders kind of blasted, you know. Um, but anyways, back to the back. It's all going to be rowing, and then I'm thinking on Tuesday when I train back again. On that day, it's going to be all a kind of a pull up or pull down motion. So today all rowing. Tuesday I'll do a bunch of pull downs, maybe even probably some pull ups at the end or something. Same thing, 3 exercises, 3 sets each. Now, when I say 3 exercises, 3 sets each, that's just kind of generally. There's going to be days where I might do 4 sets or three with a drop set. You guys know how it goes. Um, so like Tuesday, my back might be sore, but I'm not going to do any pull up or pull down motions today. So even though my back's going to be, it might be sore Tuesday and it might not, but if it is, it's a completely different movement. So even though I'm hitting back twice, relatively close to together, Um, Theoretically, my back, if it's sore, it's not going to be in those areas that I'm going to hit Tuesday, which a lot of that pull down stuff is a lot of lat. And you can make rows a lot of lat driven stuff, which I might still do one like that today, but a lot of it's kind of your mid back, and if you let your elbows come up, it's a lot of mid upper back trap. So my goal here with doing this is one, I'm gonna get a lot more back volume, which I want. My back has improved a lot, but I've never had just a back day, and that's pretty much gonna be today. Um, like I said, I might do some shoulders at the end, but by that time my back training's gonna be done, so it's not gonna affect anything when it comes to that. Um, so yeah, one, more back volume, and two, the more back volume that I'm gonna do, it's all gonna be specific for each day, doing specific movements only. So today, all rowing, it's gonna blast those areas of my back, and then Tuesday, kind of all pull down stuff, it's gonna blast my lats, and I think it's gonna be a nice change. I'm gonna get it, like I said, a lot more volume, and I don't think I've ever had a back day where I've done consistently, anyways, where I've done more than two rowing motions. I've had back days where I've done more than two pull down stuff, but not like when it comes to rowing. I haven't had what I'm about to do today, which is three rowing exercises, 3 sets, and probably some drop sets. I mean, who am I kidding here? So I think it's going to be a nice change. I really do. Now, this is all in theory. Um, After a couple weeks, I could, let me get the hands right here. I could come in on a Tuesday and my back just be so sore that it's not even working like I thought it might. So we'll give it, I'd say, at least 3 to 4 weeks and kind of reevaluate what I'm feeling, how it's going, if I think it's worth it, etc. So I think I've explained that the best I can. I think you guys understand kind of what I'm doing. So we're gonna do. This is pretty heavy, but that's kind of what I want. The first 2 or 3 sets, I want to go really heavy. I would be okay even if like by the third set or whatever, I'm only getting 8 reps or something, 9, 10. Um, and then after this, it's gonna be a lot of more control. Like some of these reps are probably gonna get pretty ugly. I'm gonna be cheating pretty good toward the end of each set here, probably. But again, that's what I want. I want to go fucking heavy, and then everything after this is probably gonna be higher volume, a little lighter. Like it's not gonna be like so light. I could do 30 reps, but maybe 15, 20, something like that. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm thinking this is gonna be just what, because I've seen back growth and back improvement, but like with everything, at a certain point, you kind of you stagnate, you plateau, and you got to switch it up just a little. Like I think where people go wrong is they make drastic changes, when sometimes all you need is just maybe changing your split a little, or changing your rep range, going a little lighter, a little heavier, for just a short period of time. 2 months, 3 months, whatever it might be. And most of the time, that's all you're gonna need. You don't have to make these big fucking drastic changes. Not to say that that's wrong, but I think 9 times out of 10, you don't have to do that. Little minor changes is usually enough. Okay, let me try to lock in. All right, my counting on that set is probably not completely reliable, but I think I did more than 12. So let me go back and look. And if I did, I'm gonna throw a 25 on each side for the next two. Again, I'm okay with these first three sets. Like you can see, I'm trying to control it as much as I can, but it's fairly heavy. And then the last 3 or 4 reps, I'm starting to cheat, but I'm totally okay with that. I think it's a good. You need a good balance. You need to do some heavy shit like this, where by the seventh, eighth rep, you're already kind of needing to cheat a little bit to get them. And then also on the other side of the coin, get some weights that you can do 15 or so, 12 to 15 before you need to start cheating. You know, that's just my opinion. Um, that's kind of what works best for me. So you can train however the fuck you want, but if I had to say what I think is a good balance and the best way to do it, that's what I would say. So, all right, let me see how many I did exactly, and that will determine if I add some weight or not. Well, I did 12 freaking reps exactly. And to be completely honest, I was cheating a little more than I thought, especially on like the last 3 reps. So I'm just going to stick with 5 plates here, even though I kind of wanted to go up. You got to think, is it actually what's best for what you're trying to accomplish here? And you always want to have pretty good form, um, pretty good control. And I feel like if I threw a 25 on each side, it would just kind of eliminate all that. Could I do it? Yeah, but the reps would be a lot faster. And it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? It's just not worth it, I don't think. So two more two more with this weight, and I'll do just one drop set. Just one. I was considering kind of doing which I've been really liking it on this machine. I was considering doing a back to back drop set here, but I think I'm just gonna do one today. Okay. Let's do the drop set. Okay, that was a pretty good fucking way to start this back workout. Fuck. Whew, yeah, that was pretty gnarly. Whew. Okay, let's. I don't know what I want to do next, honestly. Um, see if I can snag the cables, maybe. They seem to be open, so let me hurry up and get over there and I'll figure something out. All right, am I kind of bending the rules here? Is this strictly a row? Well, I'm going to consider it that because there is an element of kind of like a pull over and a pull down here, but I'm still rowing it. I don't know. I don't know. You guys can kind of call me out on this if you want. This might not be strictly a row, but I love it, and it has some row elements to it, and it just tears up my lats and my back. It just does, man. And I don't have to go heavy. Like there's so many positives about this exercise. You get a good stretch, so I'm gonna do it. I'm considering this a row. You guys can comment if I'm kind of full of shit here, which I might be. I'll full of, admit it right now, but I don't care. I'm doing it anyways. 3 sets and a drop set. All right, let's add some weight and do it again. Oh, I don't know where to put my arms. Ah, oh my God, that was fucking amazing. That was damn near like sex. That was fucking awesome. All right, let's do one more kind of row. Like I said, I'll probably throw in some shoulders at the end, but it's, back is the main focus today. So let me figure out what I want to do, and we'll do it. All right, the plan was to do some bent over Smith machine rows, but I got to be honest, I'm kind of just being a little bitch because I went over there, did a little feel out set with just the bar. That's it. Just that bar over there only weighs like 15 pounds. So, I mean, you can see where this is going. I went over there and did a little feel out set, and my back is just obliterated. I mean, I could just be making excuses right now. Part of me probably is. But I don't know. At this point, like the three that or the six that I've done with the two additional drop sets, my back is obliterated. Like, and it feels awesome. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it sucks. I'm already fucking fried almost. So at this point, I kind of just want to do something a little simpler. There's less stability required. I can just focus on getting a stretch, getting a good contraction, and just do reps. So the row machine it is. Same thing here. We'll do 3 sets with a little drop set. It's actually been several months since I've even done this, so it'll be nice. I'll get back to it. All right, both of those sets were kind of on the higher end of the rep range I like to be at. Not so much this one, but the first one for sure. Um, but at this point, I'm kind of okay with it. Now, had I started with this, I mean, first of all, I would have done even more reps. I would have been more fresh. But I would, ideally, I would not have been okay with it being this high of a rep range to start. Again, I like to go, this is just how I like to do it. It's not the only way, but when I'm fresh, I like to get a good 3-4 sets, usually on a compound movement each day, of some pretty heavy stuff. Again, when I'm fresh, really challenge the muscles um, to lift maximum weight for the rep range I'm shooting for, which is usually 8 to 12. And then after that, after those 3 or 4 sets, if I'm closer to 15, 16, 12 even, somewhere in there, generally, that's pretty good. That's right where I want to be. The second set was better, but I think the first one I did, but almost 20, I think, almost. I could be wrong there, but it was a lot. But yeah, at this point, I'm okay with that. And like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, and it feels really good, really fucking good. I almost to the point where, again, I've said this with other exercises, but like, why'd I even stop doing this machine? I don't know. Probably just got tired of it. But feels great. So we'll do one more drop set, and then I'll throw in some quick shoulder stuff. Probably just some flies, nothing heavy, nothing crazy. Probably like 4 sets in a drop set or something, and then we'll pose. We'll pose after that. Let's go wrap up with shoulders. Fuck, that was brutal. All right, what I'm about to do does not at all require a bunch of weight. I have the 15-pound dumbbells. Maybe I can go up to the 20s. We'll see how the first set goes. But the way I do these, I'm sure you've seen other people do them before, but it's not very common. I'll just let you guys kind of watch. But the way I do them, you don't need a lot of weight. And I kind of explain after the set what you don't want to do. Let me just do the first one. How about that? All right, that was pretty high rep. I think I might actually go up to the 20s, but basically two things here. I do not want to go so far up, basically up in here, this range here, that you start to lose the tension on the side delts. That's mainly, you'll feel it in your front delts a little, but still, like, the range I like to keep it in is here, and you want to go up past your shoulders to about right here. When you start to go farther than that, it really starts to become front delt, and you lose that tension on your side. Secondly, the natural inclination, I think, for most people is that when they start to come up, they want to just start to turn their thumbs up toward the ceiling and bring them together like that. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is you come up and then you fight to actually keep the back of your palm and your pinky as much as you can. I mean, obviously you can't completely, but as much as you can, fight to keep that pointing up toward the ceiling. It'll engage your side and your rear delts a little more, especially if you kind of lean forward, which obviously I'm not doing. But yeah, I think you guys get the point. Those are the two things that I'm really trying to think about here. Let's go up to the 20s, do 3 more sets, and maybe I didn't think I'll need a drop set after that. We'll just do 3 more sets, and we'll check out the pump. Okay, give me a couple minutes, and we'll check out the pump. Man, oh man, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment here, but I really liked the way that turned out. I really, really liked the way that turned out. My back got completely destroyed with no interruptions, um, and it was all rowing. Felt fucking great. It was different. It was a good different. And then I got to focus on a little bit of shoulders, lightweight stuff. That was awesome. I mean, there's really nothing to complain about. Now, again, I could just be a person of the moment, so I want to give it a good at least 3 weeks, I would say. So this Sunday, next Sunday, and then one more. Kind of see if I still like it, see if I still want to keep doing it. But as of right now, I feel confident and comfortable saying that's probably going to be the case. I think I'm going to do this for a while. It's nice. A lot of it's going to depend on Tuesday. I come in here Tuesday, hit back again, all pull down stuff and pull ups. Kind of see how my back is feeling after this today because I obliterated it pretty good, man. I did. All right, what do you say we get to the posing? All right, I tried a lot of different stuff there, and honestly, at this point, you guys might even be wondering what I'm talking about because if I go back and edit and the couple different spots I tried don't look very good, I might not even include them. So, but just know whether it's in there or not, I tried Not just posing here, other places, different lighting. We'll see how it turns out. Again, you guys will know if it was good or bad just by the fact if it was in here or not. So, whew, just trying to pose though on that back stuff. Fuck, I know it was a good workout because, I mean, a lot of times when I'm after a back workout, I'm doing the poses and everything. I might be a little sore. I could barely make it through the poses here. It was that broke down, that sore, that that much burning going on already. That's fucking awesome. So this is the beginning of potentially my new split. And it's not even that big of a difference from what I was doing. Just more back centric. Um, Again, kind of like how a lot of guys will split up their leg training. They'll do quads one day, hamstrings another day, all in the same week. I'm kind of doing the same thing. I'm doing rows all on one back day, pull downs and pull ups all on the other. Kind of the same mindset there. And we'll see how it turns out, man. I'm gonna go wrap up with some about 30 minutes of cardio probably, and tomorrow will be chest day.